So, is the new Mario movie good? I want to watch it, and I plan to watch it. I just see that the ratings are terrible on it, but at the same time, I don't really pay attention to ratings because a lot of the times critics are just salty. About what? I don't know. It could be the actor, it could be the voicing, could be the fact that it's just a video game style movie, but critics are always angry about something before the movie even starts, so it's hard to actually pay attention. I think it looks fun, man. It looks like a pretty cool movie. For those who have seen it, let me know in the comments, like honestly. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video and happy Wednesday. Today's video, we are going to be giving some more Madden ratings out, and we are going to be doing the running backs. I wanted to do the receivers, but I could not find a good list. Every list has either like 20 people or 60. Honestly, I've actually seen lists for me on that website before from you guys, so if somebody had the time to go and throw the top 40 receivers onto a tier list for me, I would be so grateful. Anyway, a couple quick things before we start the video. One, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products. And two, if you're 18 years or older, head over to Prize Picks, the daily fantasy app where code WyattzWorld will match up to $100 of your first deposit. But remember, always play responsibly, and let's get into the video. Alright, ladies and gents, here we are at the list, and I have it set up kind of weird, but I wanted to have 5 sections instead of 4. At the bottom, we've got the running backs who are only 75 through 79 overall. Above that, we've got the running backs who are 80 through 85, and in the middle, we've got the running backs who are 86 through 89. Then moving above that, we've got the 90 through 95 overall running backs, and at the tip-top peak with the pink, we've got the 96 through 99. So starting off, we got A.J. Dillon, 83. The last couple of years, this guy's been crazy consistent, right around 800 yards, 4 yards a carry, and like 5 touchdowns. Up next, we got Alvin Kamara. He's gonna drop. I don't know how far Madden's gonna put him down, but I'm gonna send him to like 86. Look, I think Kamara is still really, really good. It's just that with Dennis Allen, he's not as good as he was with Sean Payton. And yeah, he might get the same, amount of carries, but he ain't getting the same amount of receptions. He's not scoring nearly as many touchdowns. His actual usage is just different. Moving on, we got Austin Eckler, 95. Guys, he had 107 fucking receptions on top of his 900 rushing yards and 13 touchdowns. I still hear critics of his just cut it out. Like, you sound so stupid. Up next, we got Josh Jacobs. He had a fantastic year, man. I'm gonna say 93. For those who are being like, oh man, this was his only good year. No, it was not. Out of 4 years, he's always had at least 7 touchdowns, and only once he's finished under 1,000 yards, and that was last year when he missed time. Moving on, we got Szechuan. I'm gonna go 92. He had the 2-year gap, between his last good year and this year. However, this year was outstanding. 1,300 rushing yards, 10 touchdowns, like 60 receptions, man. The guy bounced back in the biggest way and made me eat my own words a million times. Moving on, we got Christian McCaffrey. I'm gonna give him a 96. He's back. Never doubted his talent. I've only ever doubted his health. Up next, we got James Conner, 84. Yeah, he didn't score 15 touchdowns. We all knew he wasn't gonna do that again, but still had the same amount of yards, still had 7 rushing touchdowns, and still received for like 300 yards. As much as he may have dropped fantasy-wise, he really didn't downgrade that much. He's not bad. Moving on, we got Delvin Cook. I'll go 93. He's still one of the best running backs in the game. I just think with his age, he is gradually slowing down, but he still had a really good year. And this year, he didn't get hurt. He played all 17 games. Almost 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. The only thing he didn't do this year that I thought he was going to do more of was his receiving. After Delvin, we've got Latavius Murray. Dude, I'll give someone a 79, I guess, for the Tay train. He didn't do that bad this year. He's just older and he's slower, man. He's like 33. Moving on, we got Travis Etienne. I will go 87 here. I'm going to be realistic, guys. He's not going to get a 90. He's played 1 year. Yes, he was elite, but we got to be realistic. I will say, though, 220 carries and you're still averaging 5.1 yards a bump. That is like abnormally good. That's Nick Chubb good, so applaud you. Moving on, we got Tony Pollard. I would go 88. He's been around. He's been good. It was just until this year where he really got to get, more carries. 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, also caught for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. So explosive, so fast, so fun to watch. I'm a huge Tony P fan. All right, moving on, we got Najee Harris. All right, I'll be honest with you guys and just lay it out how I feel. He has been consistently bad. I'm kidding. I make him seem worse than he actually is all the time. I would give Najee 85. Look, I love the fact that he's big and I love the fact that he can catch a ball. I just feel like watching him as a running back. He looks slow. He doesn't look explosive. And I think sometimes that shows with how often it seems like he gets tackled either for a negative gain or nothing. After Najee, we got Dameon Pierce, 99. Realistically, 82 for Dameon Pierce. I think he's going to be really good. He had a great start and he got hurt during his rookie season. It was very, very unfortunate. I think this year, especially with DeMeco Ryans, he's going to be well above 1,000 yards and well above 10 touchdowns. Up next, we got DeAndre Swift, 86. So underrated because of Jamal Williams. He is really good. Really productive with his legs whenever he gets a carry. And he is a very explosive receiving back who's able to get open in the blink of an eye. If you want to say he's a dropper because of his first game ever when he dropped that touchdown, go for it. I think he's a beast though. Moving on, we got David Montgomery. I'll go 83. I think he's a very solid running back. I don't think he's top 10. I don't think he's top 15. I don't even know about top 20, but quality and consistent are the best words that describe him. After David, we've got Derrick, 98. Had a pretty miserable start, but ended the year the way that we remembered Derrick Henry before he got injured the year before. 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns. He is an animal. I just wonder if he's gonna be a Titan again. There's rumors of him getting traded. Moving on, we got Devin, 82. He's just like AJ, he's just like David, man. He's gonna get you 800 yards, 4.5 yards a carry, and 5 touchdowns every year. Moving on, we got Pikachu. I'm gonna go 84 with him. Really good rookie season, obviously, won a Super Bowl. Had a lot of his hard running plays demonstrated for the world to see. I do have a concern because he's on the Chiefs roster and running backs there just haven't been really used correctly over the last couple years, but it might be different with him. Now we move on to Zeke. Also gonna give him an 84. That's gonna be by far the lowest rating he's ever gotten. Not like Madden's actually gonna give it to him, but he just slowed down. He slowed way down. Yeah, he might have gotten 12 touchdowns, guys. He had like 50 more carries than Tony Pollard, and he had 200 less rushing yards. Like, how the hell does that make you look good? Moving on, we got Dante Foreman. I'm gonna give him a flat 80. I am a Dante hater, I guess. Oh, not a hater. I don't hate the guy, but I just don't think he's that good. Now we're on to Jamal Williams. Damn, this category is gonna get full. I'm gonna go 83. Really good year, you guys, but it was a James Conner style year with the touchdowns. That's never gonna happen again. Now we're on to Elijah Mitchell. 84. Might seem high because he didn't play a lot this year, but I can't say it enough about the guy. Whenever he gets an opportunity, he cooks. Like, honestly, him and CMC might be in contention for the best running back duo in the league. Probably are, honestly. Now we're on to Nick Chubb. He's a 99, and I'll explain it right now. Derrick Henry's 1,500 yards and 13 touchdowns. That was 349 carries. Nick Chubb ran for 1,525 yards, 12 touchdowns, and only 302 carries. You know how much more Nick could have done with 40 carries? He's the best running back in the league. He's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. When it's all said and done, he will be a top 10 running back of all time. I am telling you guys that now. After Chubb, we got Leonard Fullback, 81. I think he's got power, but other than that, the guy, I think he just sucks. After Leonard, we've got Melvin Gordon, 75, but I do want to talk about Javonte Williams. I'm going to leave Melvin down here so Latavius has a buddy, but Javonte Williams, he would be up here in the 80 to 85 column, probably at an 84. Moving on, we got Joe Mixon, and I don't know what happened about that crime case of someone getting shot in his front yard, so we'll just act like it didn't happen, I guess. Either way, last year was a huge setback for Joe. I don't know exactly what happened, but he just did not look that good. Like, he missed some time, but production-wise, he just wasn't Joe Mixon, although I'd still probably have him at an 87. After Mixon, we've got J.K. Dobbins, 86. It might seem way too high for some people, but I just gotta express my support on the guy. If he's not hurt, he's gonna be one of the best running backs in football. He is so fast. I mean, it seems like the guy gets you a first down every time he gets a carry, but he's got to play a full year. I want to see it. Moving on, we got Tyler Alligator. I'm going to go 85. 1,000 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4.9 yards a bump. Young, he's got power. I think he's going to have a great future. After Alligator, we got B-Rob. Here we go. 79. Didn't even play a full year, and when he did play, it was not that good. I'm moving on to Cam Akers, who, if I'm being absolutely fair, is also a 79. Like I said, he ended the year as a monster, but leading up to the end of this year, he had been nothing but a bust. All right, on to Miles Sanders. Ooh, I'm gonna go 89. Again, it might seem high, but as much credit as I haven't given him in the past, up until this year, as much as people want to say he was ass, he really wasn't. He just got hurt. He was always productive whenever he got to play, and now this year, when he didn't miss any time, for very little at that, he runs for 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns. After Miles Sanders, we got JT, 91. Still a tank, but he missed 6 games this year, and his system was even worse than it was the previous 2. Basically, what I'm saying is he was fucked. Now we're on to Kenneth Walker. I think he does deserve, goodness, 86 or an 87, and I think I'm gonna give him the 87. I think he is actually outstanding. Only got 11 starts this year, still got 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. Guy's also a fireball when he gets going out of the pocket. It seems like at full steam you need at least 2 guys to get him down. Moving on to Raheem Mostert. He gets an 80. He had a good year this year, but he's always battled injury issues, and I think this year was the most complete season he's ever had, and it still wasn't even full. Now we got Aaron Jones, 90. Definitely should be recognized in the top 10 percentile of the league. A lot of people, including myself, thought that he was not going to have a big year at all running, and he still came back with almost 1,200 yards. Also 5.3 yards a carry off of 213 attempts. Like, he stayed productive. 2 touchdowns might not look like a lot, but his stats say a lot different, man. I think he was a beast. And finally, we got Ramondre Stevenson, 86. Another guy who's still averaging 5 yards a carry, over 200 attempts. He also had 69 receptions. He's going to be an excellent receiving back. If I was the Patriots, this would be the guy for the future. Anyway, guys, that is it for my Madden 2024 ratings for running backs. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure to let me know in the comments where you agree and where you disagree. I try to be as honest and fair as possible. If you guys like this video, you also know how to show support. I appreciate it. But with everything I just said, I'm going to hop off and get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and as always, I will see you in the next video.